Okay, so this Hexcam wasteland pattern on this hammock, it's got to be one of the ugliest hammocks I've ever seen. It's just ugly. Actually, I say that because I'm jealous. This is really close to what I've got designed for my next hammock. I just haven't had time to build it because I'm working on everybody else's hammock. Like a mechanic, their cars always broke down because they're working on everybody else's. But yeah, I've been jealous of this one. I'm glad to get rid of it because I'm tired of looking at it. Even the top cover is really close to what I had in mind. And speaking of that, stick around for the top cover. It's something different than what we've done in the past. And for the person getting it, your straps here, I'm not using them because we've been getting some rain and the clothes are a little bit wet. But I've got your matching Hexcam wasteland straps here. So I'm going to set them up with my straps and stuff. That way I don't get them messed up. Get these messed up. I'm going to get this set up and show you the hammock itself. And then we'll put the top cover on. Okay, so this has got a buckle bag. And with the buckle bags, there's a separate compartment on each end. So you can keep your straps. This has a cinch buckle suspension. You can keep your straps in the cinch buckles if you use a carabiner on the end of it. And that dog's going to try to outdo me as far as being able to hear anything on this tonight. So you open it up, got straps. Now the cord lock for the outside of the pouches is smaller than the one for the inside. That way when you're going to put it together, put it all back in the bag, it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, you got your straps. The straps are already in the cinch buckles, are ready to go. Just clip it to the tree. Makes it pretty easy. And then you just take your carabiner and clip it around and you're done. Okay, so I got it hooked up to the tree. Now all I gotta do is open up the other end and take it across there. But I'm gonna show you something first. To put all this stuff back in the bag, it makes it so much easier if you just take this outer bag, loosen it up all the way, and fold it down. So now it looks like just a regular stuff sack. And this makes it easier to put everything together so you're not getting everything all mixed up. And then now I can just take this end. Got my straps and stuff here. And undo that. And then pull it out and I'm ready to go to the other side of the tree. Okay, so we got the toggles. The toggles and straps on here. So you can unzip it and just roll it up. Stick the toggle through the loop. And you can roll up both sides, and you could do both ends of the net, and you could do both sides of the net too. So you can roll up the whole thing and get it out of your way. And on the zipper pulls, I've got these green shock cords here for the zipper pulls on the inside and on the outside. This is a custom grizzly, so set up just like the other grizzlies that we have. We've got two sets of underquilt hooks. The upper set is for a full-length underquilt. The lower set is for a short 3/4 length underquilt. That dog is driving me crazy. People, my public service announcement: if you have a dog, do not leave it stuck in a pen 24/7. It makes the dog mindless and it's cruel to the dog. If you cannot own a dog and take care of it, then get rid of it. Give it to somebody that can. It's my public service announcement. Okay, so on the inside here, this hammock's got several different options with it. It's got the book bag and also the side organizer. Instead of having a ridgeline organizer hanging from the ridgeline, you just hang from the side. I just put them here. You can put them, you can unclip them in reverse the order, or you can put one at the head end, one at the foot end, whatever you want to do. The trick though is put these opposite of your head, if they're on your head end, because whenever you lay, like if you lay head right, then it raises up this wall of material, and then it sits the way it's supposed to. If you lay head right and put them on your right, you're just going to lay on top of them. Okay, so up here on your head end is your nightstand, and it's like a peak shelf type thing, but it's got built-in bag here. It's about a 22-inch by 9-inch bag in there that you can keep smaller stuff. Like I've said, anytime I've had these on my videos, I usually keep my jacket and stuff up here. It's got a cord lock up here on the ridge line that you can slide that out, and you can put all your stuff in here like a jacket or whatever, and then you can squeeze this cord lock and kind of close it up and keep everything trapped in there. But I like to keep my littler stuff like my sock hat or my pillow or something in this zipper. And right now the way this is set up is on this side there's a cord lock, a mitten hook that hooks it in, and then it's got a free running shot cord that goes to this bungee cord, this cord lock. If you take this cord lock and tighten it up and draw this tight, then it makes it cup better. Right now I just got it really loose. Just open up all the way. You can adjust it to how you want it. I'll snug it down a little bit, but so this shot cord runs around to the back and then back down to the other side, and then on this side you have a shot cord and stuff that runs the shot cord up to the ridge line and back down. So each shot cord is adjusted separately, but they're with these cord locks. Just pull it tight and you can adjust it. And like I said, it holds a lot better. Right now everything's flat, but once you tighten that all down, tighten it down a little bit, you'll see it starts to kind of cup in on the sides, and it really holds everything better. So that's the way to do that. And then we've got these the Ursa system, and I got a thread here I got to cut. The Ursa system, underquilt retention and stuff attachment. It helps, if you've seen any other videos of these, it helps to, if you're having problems getting your underquilt tight enough, instead of just hooking it to these underquilt hooks, you can raise it up and hook it to these carabiners, and it adds a little bit more tightness. Okay, so typically on these mitten hooks we have our tie outs that clip on here. The person that's getting this uses the Loop Alien stuff for his, I think you said tarps, if I remember correctly. So he wanted a similar system. These have these little titanium hooks here. He wanted a similar system for the shot cords on his hammock. And this Loop Alien system comes with these loops of shot cord. And I put them on. I didn't cut them down or whatever, but once you get this hammock, you might decide to leave them that length or cut them down, whatever you want to do. But they're just lark's headed on there. And then I'm not going to set up this system. I'm not really familiar with it anyway, and I could look at the video, but not going to set it up. He knows what he's doing with it. And I'll put a link to this Loop Alien, this actual setup, so if anybody else is interested in it for their hammock or tarp or something else, the link will be in the description. Okay, so this shot cord is what your top cover clips to, and it's just ran through the loops here on your cinch buckles. And I have a separate video on the cinch buckles now, so I'm not going to go over that. I'll just put a link to it at the end of this video. It goes in a lot more detail about using these properly. And then whenever you put some weight in it, because there's not been any weight in this hammock yet, once you get in it the first time, kind of follow that video on how to make sure that these are all tightened correctly and pulling evenly from both sides. Okay, so hopefully you've hung around long enough to watch this top cover. Like I said, it's different than what we normally do. And this is another thing on this hammock. He came really, really close to what I have in mind for my particular hammock. And I know he didn't copy off me because I'm not saying anything publicly about what I have in mind for my design. But even with the top cover, he came really, really close. So this is a mitten hook. and pretty bad whenever you got to use your beard because it's white as a backstop. So anyway, this mitten hook goes on the shot cord loop that I showed you earlier. So that's it. I'm gonna see if you can look in the camera here real quick, see if you can see it. Yeah, cool. All right. So as you can see, the this top cover, the top half, the head end of it, that half of it, has the screen, mesh screen built in. It's to let some of the condensation and stuff out, so that it's not built. It still provides a big wind block and all that kind of stuff, but it does allow some of the condensation to escape. Because I know I've had, especially on that one camp out I went on, I had a lot of condensation built up around. So this should prevent it, or at least really minimize it. The other half, as you can see, is all solid, and same design as all of our other ones. It's got the cam snaps on here. One thing you can do, this middle cam snap, if you unsnap it, if you want a little bit more ventilation, if you unsnap that, and then when you're laying in it, it'll pull this down some, and it'll make like a catenary curve, one big catenary curve there. It'll allow a little bit more airflow if you want to. Otherwise, if you have that on there when you're laying in it, it'll make like two small catenary curves on each side. Plus you have the catenary curves here, little bends here on the ends here too. So you're not totally sealed up. It allows some airflow through there, but it does keep you a lot warmer having the top cover on. And then just like the other design, you can take this and open it up like that. So now you've got the corner open, and you could do the same thing on this side. So now you got air flowing all the way through, and you could do that on both of the foot ends also too. So that's pretty much it. I do have, there is one more thing, the loops and the toggles. When I wrote up the bug net and secured that out of the way, this will also have a loop and toggle above the head and foot end, so you can roll up the top cover if you wanted to. You can roll it up one side, or you can roll up both sides. I was getting really low on light, and I still got to put the toggles on, but I was wanting to get this filmed so I can get it mailed in the morning. So it will have toggles and everything just like the other ones, so you could roll up the top cover if you just want to block wind from one side but still allow the condensation and everything out. Other than that, I think that's covered everything. It's our custom version of our grizzly hammock with the Hexcam wasteland material. One of these days, whenever I get a few minutes, you're going to see another one really close to this one. And it's going to be mine. That's it. So for the person that owns this, I'll send you just pictures in the morning with having the toggles and stuff on the top cover, so you can see that I got that done. And I think that's it. Your straps are there in the bag. I'm going to put them, and then along with your loop alien stuff, they'll be in the package with all this stuff. When I ship it, the top cover is already going to be on there, so the stuff sack will be with your straps and everything. So I think that's it. I hope you like it. I've heated every minute of building this thing because I'm jealous, Nah, you kidding, man. So for the guy owning it, we live not too far away. Maybe we'll have to try to get out there and get camping. Either over there where you live at or over here where I'm at, one of the two. We'll have to get together. And there actually another guy, the guy that bought the 5 hammocks recently, he lives in your area too, so maybe we could all get together. But anyway, for the person who owns this, when you see this video, let me know what you think and if you're ready to ship it out. And I'll send you some pictures in the morning with the toggles on there. So that's it. I'm gonna go. The dog's driving me crazy, and you probably can't hear anything I'm saying anyway. So I gotta go find my dog and get the heck out of here. Bye. Okay, while I'm folding this up, I want to show you this. So what I was talking about earlier about folding that up, folding this back. If you can see, there's like the top edge here that's got to draw a cord through it. This is the pouch for your straps, and then down here is another edge with the draw cords in it. This is for your hammock. So if you take this, fold it over, now it's out of your way, and you just got one bag to put the hammock, to shove the hammock back in when you're putting it away. If you have this up here, then you're trying to shove the hammock in there, everything kind of gets all tangled up. So the easiest way to do it when you're putting it away, just fold this around, pull it back out of the way. You can do the same thing with this end too. Fold it back out of the way, and then now it's just like using a double-ended stuff sack, and you just take it down and start putting it away.